Hi, I'm Tria from Sydney Textile Company, and this is the design match. Hopefully you've watched the first video, which talks about the 4 paintings that I created as part of the series. But in this video, I thought I would talk about the items and the icons and the imagery in the paintings that I pull out and put into designs. So firstly, it's about the process. So I hand draw everything and then scan it into Illustrator, or I draw straight onto a Wacom tablet into Illustrator that way, and from there I can create a negative which I send off to a screen printer and he puts it onto a screen for me. This I can work straight onto my canvases, or I can take that piece of art and put it into my computer and work on it as part of the designs. So let's talk about the imagery in this painting. This is in response to Henry Lawson's A Drover's Wife. I talk about it in the first video about what it's all about. So here we're just going to talk about the imagery. So we've got this beautiful little worker's cottage. We've got lots and lots of texture. And I've got these beautiful billy cans. I've done them in gold because gold is a colour that's coming through for 2016 in a lot of interior trends, as well as a lot of these muted beautiful blues are coming through. So from this painting, I took the icons and I took the texture. There is also the words of the poems weaved into the painting, but I can't use that in a design because that would be copyright infringement. So I've stuck with the icons that I have created and the texture that I have created, and pulled those into some designs. I'll also talk about this painting quickly and then I'll show you what I've done. This is Along the Road to Gundagai. Again, we've got the little worker's cottage, but we've also got the pub, we've got a yucca, we've got some beautiful patchworks going on. So if I put all of those elements from those 2 paintings in together, this is the sort of stuff that I came up with. This is a main design called Around Town. It's based on the pub and the little worker's cottage. It's got a little bit of the contrast of that hand-drawn feel along with the slick architectural feel of the pub. And I've put it all into a contemporary context by putting a lovely bold stripe behind it. I've also created a couple of coordinates to go with that. In my mind, when I look at those paintings, I think that there would probably be some fence palings running around the house or near the house. So I've got some lovely old fallen down fence palings I've done a coordinate out of, and also some beautiful windows that came out of the buildings. Very simple, very contemporary set of designs. This is another one that I did, based around the pub, and to me this is about the journey home. There's the little outhouse, the little arrow, and there's the little lines that show you which way are you going to get home. So to me it's a very funny, quirky little design that's very Australian, and it's about the journey home. Coordinates to go with that one, I've just repeated the outhouse in some lovely strong neutrals that are coming through for 2016, and I've also done a beautiful yucca chevron. This is a yucca frond from the painting, and I've just created a modern pattern out of it. Let's talk about this one. So this is Snow Globes, based on the poem My Country by Dorothy McKellar. And this one has got some lovely parrots and some lovely florals in it. So I was able to pull those out and create a floral design. To go with that, I've just done a really simple geometric based on the tail of the parrot that then creates a negative space of circles. And I've also done a really contemporary but soft illustration of the parrots. The other one that I love from this is this one. So I took the actual circles, the actual snow globes, and I took the inspiration from the Belgian linen of the canvas itself and hand drew my own linen. And then I also took the textures from some of the negative spaces of the paintings when I took photos and scanned them into the computer, and I created that lovely abstract repeat. To go with it, again, I did a plain linen coordinate that's just my hand drawings of my take on linen, and also this lovely brick, which is actually the base. It's the base of one of the snow globes, put into repeat and in a random pattern. Then if you look at the parrots from this one, but the patchwork from this one, I came up with another design that's called My Patchwork Parrots. And it is actually the scrapes out of the painting that I used as the background for the different parrots. And then I took the linen that I drew as a very soft background behind. And then a couple of coordinates to go with that. I did a lovely scraped pattern that's just a nice soft geometric. And I also did the leaves from behind the parrots in a lovely charcoal, and outlined them and created a lovely star repeat pattern out of that. And lastly, based on this painting, which is the Waltzing Matilda painting, there's lovely billy cans, there's the coolabah tree, there's the gum nuts, the parrot, and a lovely stripe. So from that one, I actually took a photo of it, and then I used different sections. So behind here is the background of the coolabah tree, just to create a bit of texture in the background. And then I've got the lovely billy cans and some of the flora from the different paintings brought in to add that third layer. And then to coordinate with that, I have a lovely billy jumbuck repeat here, and I actually have the stripes from the canvas that create a really contemporary, interesting stripe. So that is an example of how the artworks have created and inspired a design collection. The collection is called Verse. You can check out all the designs and the stories behind them on the homepage of my website. That's it from me for now. Thanks for watching.